Hello, Horizon friends. It's me again, Miss Ronnie. Hope everyone's doing well. Okay, I'm going to continue with our first week of additives. Okay, what are additives? So we talked about additives in our last, lesson one. Okay, for week one. So this is our second part of additives. I just introduced that to you basically as describing yourself, and we talked about what are additives. But before that, I want you to look at this little comic strip I have here. It says, as you see, I'm going to start with the first one, top left. If you can follow along with me. I love walking in nature. It is so quiet and peaceful. So she described nature, giving it two adjectives, quiet and peaceful. The next one, look at the cute little bird. It is chirping quietly. Two descriptive word there was cute, little. And she was describing the bird. Next, do you see that orange fox over the hill? He looks so happy and free. So the descriptive words there that are on the line are orange, happy, and free. Bottom left, there's a slimy blank snake, and over there is a scared turtle. See the underlined words that describe slimy black snake and scared turtle. Next, isn't the sun bright and the water calm and beautiful? Underlined words there, bright, calm, and beautiful. Also, she was saying there's a big goldfish jumping out of the clear blue water. So big, describing the goldfish, and clear blue is describing the water. So the next one in this little comic strip, if you look, there's no words. I want to think about what could you put there using some descriptive words into that speaking box. Take a moment to think about it. You can say, everyone can have any type of thing saying. You can describe it as, hey, there is a tan deer sitting over there in the green pastures. I'm sorry, actually standing. There is a tan deer standing over in the green pastures. So, what are additives again? Because we just went over a whole bunch of them in this little comic strip. Gave you lots of examples. So, adjectives are words used to describe nouns. Basically, they're descriptive words. So, if you heard me say time and time again, what was being used? They were using in a comic strip and like underlined words, they were descriptive words describing the noun. What are some examples of adjectives? Here are plenty of examples. Some fabulous adjectives. The appearance. Okay, people talk, attractive, beautiful, dazzling, elegant, glamorous, gorgeous, handsome, muscular. All right. So those are some descriptive words when you describe someone's appearance. Positive personality, agreeable, ambitious, they're brave, they're calm, they're faithful, cheerful, happy, jolly, kind, nice, polite, witty, zealous, right? So those are some things that describe someone's personality, right? Do we have someone who have negative personality? Okay, angry, fierce, grumpy, itchy, jealous, lazy, um, scary, uptight, worried. So that's some negative personality descriptive words or adjectives. Some other adjectives are size, little. They talk about the little bird in the comic strip. Then you have big, you have giant, you have large, little, massive, miniature, petite, scrawny, short, small, tall, teeny, tiny. All right, so those are all descriptive words or adjectives. So I'll give you lots of examples. Okay, so let's practice a couple. So I want you to be able to see if you can tell me what is the adjective in this sentence. Okay, they live in a beautiful house. They live in a beautiful house. What is the adjective in this sentence? If you said beautiful, you're correct. They live in a beautiful house. Beautiful is describing the house. So if you said beautiful, you're absolutely correct. Next, Lisa is wearing a sleeveless shirt today. So what do we think the adjective is in this sentence? If you said sleeveless, you're absolutely correct. Sleeveless shirt today. All right, so it's describing what type of shirt she is wearing. Right? Let's do one more. Oh, Ben is an adorable baby. He sure is adorable. Look at him. Ben is an adorable baby. So, what is the adjective in this sentence? If you said adorable, you're absolutely correct. So, adorable is describing the baby. He is an adorable baby. He is adorable, isn't he? All right, adjectives. Here, let's practice a little bit more. Use adjectives from the list below and use them in the correct order or just making sure the sentence makes sense. Okay, so use the adjectives that's below to complete the sentences down here. Okay, so get my cursor out of the way so it won't be in your way. The first one, her blank hair smells nice. Which one of those adjectives could you put in there to make that sentence make sense? Her blank hair smells nice. Okay, I'll tell you all the ones. I'll reveal all of them in the next slide. Second, he drives a blank sports car. What type of car? What one of those words could you put in there? He drives a blank sports car. Next, the blank house is old. Which one of those descriptive words would you put in there to make that sentence make sense? The blank house is old. All right, ready for the reveal the answers? Okay, so the first one, her straight hair smells nice. So the best one to put in there is to put straight because you wouldn't put her happy hair, her fast hair, or bright hair. All right, so her straight hair smells nice. Next one, he drives a fast sports car. Okay, that's the only one, logically would make sense. And lastly, if you said the large house is old, perfect. Okay, so that's describing the house. So those are three words to actually make those sentences make sense. Okay, adjectives. Three things to remember about adjectives. An adjective gives more information about a noun or pronoun by answering one of these questions. Okay, what kind? So it's like, what kind of car? What kind of rope? What kind of person? What kind of house? So, what kind of car? It's a blue car. What kind of rope? It's a long rope. What kind of person? A tall person. What kind of house? A big house. So if you're describing a person, hey, that tall person over there sitting on the bench or on the chair, that's the person. Okay. Next one, which one? Okay. This town. Okay, explains which one. Last week. Okay, which week? All right. The second day. okay, that we're doing horizons. For the second day, you go swimming, okay, saying which day, which one, okay, which woman, the other woman, all right, that's describing it. So it tells you which one. And also adjectives tell you how many, okay, 1 second, okay, 3 boys, so how many, a few cars, or several people, okay, they tell you how many. So adjectives tell you what kind, right, which one, and how many. Next, I'm going to give you some other examples of adjectives. Adjective clause. Okay, this is important. It's a dependent clause that functions as an adjective. For example, the angry tiger snared at me, or snarled, at me. So it's adjectives describing the tiger. Okay, the tiger that was angry snarled at me. Adjective clause describing tiger. All right. So the adjective would appear is basically describing the tiger. The adjective clause describing the tiger. It comes after, okay, the noun, right? So adjective clause. An adjective clause provides information for a noun in another part of the sentence. So here are all examples. The cake that she brought was delicious. All right, so that she brought the cake, all right, was delicious. Okay, the people who live next door are good neighbors. Okay, so who lives next door? The people, right? The game, which was played yesterday, ended in a tie. So again, it's describing the game, which was played yesterday. It's telling when. Okay, next, I visited the town where they met. I visited a town where they met. So talking about the town where they met. Next, the leaders whom we elected will commence work next week. So talking about the leaders whom we elected, all right, will commence work next week. So if you see it's highlighted, whom we elected, that's the adjective clause. Next one, do you know the woman whose picture is in the magazine? So it's whose picture in the magazine is describing the woman. That's the adjective clause. Okay. She will always remember the day when the accident happened. She will always remember the day when the accident happened. Okay. When the accident happened is describing the day. All right. So the adjective clause, if you have noticed, comes after the noun.